Derry Yoakum. Sorry, Ron.
Oh, Elise Mitten.
And if we could have a motion to put into record the secretary's report from last month.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Let me get this down. Dairy. Okay, pull it. 305. Okay. Okay, treasurer's report.
Well, I'm looking at it. Looks like our investments went up a little bit from March to April. Um, did we ever did we take any money out of investments?
Yes, we did. So that's why you see that drop. The 185, but then there had been a gain that month.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So it kind of, if you look at it, 185, but it recovered.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
did we pay membership benefits? There's $508 in there in April. What was,
And this is where other member benefits. Let me check with her what that is. So she's in the other room. Oh.
so it doesn't look like we really had any income.
$508 for member benefit.
Guess we had $1,000 in revenue, yeah. And $150 in, no, that was last month. I don't know. Not great, you know. But we actually had budgeted to be under by $5,000, and that's about what we are, so.
So we're sticking to the plan.
Not a great plan, but apparently we're sticking
Right.
to it. I'll wait for Alice to get back and tell us what that other membership benefit was. Might have had something to do with awards, maybe. Other than that,
Okay, gotcha. All right.
anybody else have any questions on it?
I
You
looked
have
No,
to,
I'm coming.
I looked over it briefly. I didn't see anything out
Okay,
of the
so
ordinary.
500, the 508.98 was the ad awards.
that's
It
what I,
was the purchase as well as the mailing.
All that, Margaret.
so it
Yep.
cost us $508.
Right, that's for the printing, for getting the plaques for everybody, and also um, sending out the awards as well.
And do we show the income from that somewhere?
That income would have been February.
February, okay.
Well, let's see, that
I mean,
income.
we've talked about that before. It just seems like,
Hmm.
I don't know, spending $500 on the ad
It's
award,
kind of a wash.
kind of a
Well, let's
wash.
see. Yeah, let's see. It would be up in income and it would be that's the expense. We're gonna break that out so that sticks out like a sore thumb. Let me look at that. Tele advertising, other ad and editorial. So 525 came in.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it is a
definitely
wash.
wash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 500. Ironically, it's 525. And as we had discussed at the last meeting, it was 4 companies. So imagine having more. So
Yeah.
it could, the 500 for the plaques and stuff. Plaques and the certificates and things of that nature.
I wonder if we looked at doing something different, like sending them certificates, but if they want to buy a fancy plaque,
It's on them.
that's
That's a
what we
good
do
idea.
with Best of Toledo. We use a company called Pop Mount, and they we'll give them a cheap,
Okay,
8.5
yeah.
by 11 printed out um, dollar store framed award. But a lot of people will buy something fancier. I think we charge $95 for it, but maybe we offer them, and you could probably do something less than 95, but maybe we offer them the link that they could order it themselves.
Right.
Save us some
right.
money so it's not a wash.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But at
That's
the
a good
same
idea.
time, what do we do for our members? I
I have
kind of,
so many plaques though. I mean, I don't need
you
more
like that? Okay. All right. All right. But I think that the certificates are
Yeah, the
beneficial only
certificates are
because
good.
you've got that for the salesperson, the graphic designer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the advertiser. We can also do a certificate with all the information on it, worthy of framing.
Yeah.
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 And
Maybe
to-
we talk about that for next go round.
Yeah, because I would say that the plaques are the most, well, they are the most important, most expensive part of
Expensive,
it.
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
know from ordering those things for like youth sports and stuff, anytime you're doing those wooden plaques or any of that stuff, it adds up quick.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.
Um, I'll make a motion that we accept the treasurer's report.
I'll second it.
Anybody favoring
I'm
it?
sorry. All in favor?
I
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed?
No.
All right. Motion passed. MacNet report.
What we're gonna do, well, for the MacNet report, we once again have Kim. He placed his ad for 26 weeks, and there are 2 ads, so there is our 5,200. He loves our publications, so keep up the good work, guys. So that's what's happening there. No new ones. Would love to have 1 or 2 more, 2 or 3 more. That would be great.
Did you have any luck with that classified, the guitar guy?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I'll jump with that. What I get is I get these faxes. We have a fax machine here, and I get these faxes that come through. So I'm going to be reaching out whenever there is one that comes in with an email on it. I know that's not where I should start, but at least it gives me, an email that I can
Mhm.
send information to. So
Well, you
if
might
ever
call
you-
that guy. I don't know. He's reaching out in Toledo from it's a Southern Ohio phone
Okay.
number.
yeah,
Maybe just
Okay.
give him a call and see what his story is.
okay, will do. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Was there anything else,
No,
Elise, for that?
No, nope.
Conference, Derry.
yeah, so we went and Elise scheduled, sorry, Elise.
No, I don't mind.
She
No,
scheduled
I
she
am
scheduled
who I
yeah. She scheduled us to have a meeting with the Holiday Inn in Mechanicsburg and also the Indigo right there off the High Spire exit. And we went and toured both of them, and both places I think will work for us for our conference. And we decided, well, we're leaning the way we didn't get final numbers from the Indigo yet, but it's closest to the airport, and I think it makes more sense for the travelers, and a little bit nicer facility, I think. Um, so we're still waiting to hear back cost wise where that finalizes, but either one, it looks like we'll be saving money from our last conference, and um at least brought up a good point, and I think with the extra savings we can still have two speakers.
Right,
Um,
right. So,
so I'll let her
um,
go in on those details as she wants to.
yeah. So I have the comparison. So this is the actuals for 2025. And based on pretty much the same amount of people, the Holiday Inn Express is one we looked at, and you probably think of Holiday Inn Express. This is actually not the typical look of a Holiday Inn Express. So they had two conference rooms for us. This was their information. The Indigo, what's interesting here is the catering, they allow catering, but ironically, by using the food and beverage there, which she gave me an idea of what the cost would be for um, a group for two days at the 30 people scenario, would be about the 2,000, and then the sleeping rooms are less than what the sleeping rooms were at the Holiday Inn Express. Speakers, our speakers, we would actually be able to afford two speakers, one Ryan Dorn and the other Kevin Slimp at the same time. And I guess it sounds like if we want to save money, um, having one speaker would be fine, but in this case, we're still under budget as far as if we're looking at last year's comparison. We're still under the budget with two speakers and giving more value to our members. Because I'd rather spend money on speakers and the value of what speakers bring than on food and rooms. And the reason that the one room here, which would be $1,000 here, the reason that is not here is because of these two amounts, we actually are going to have it comped between the catering, the food and beverage from the hotel and the sleeping rooms would get us the meeting room for free. So, do you want to talk about our thought, Derry, on having the sales on Friday rather than Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, we threw some different, we were talking about some different options, and I know some of the publishers had, some of you guys had expressed having your employees, come out on a weekend on a Saturday, the extra cost or the extra time it would involve. So we thought about having sales portion of it on a Friday, and then we could do our portion of it on Saturday. The board, right? The elections and all that. I mean, I think, I don't know if you guys have feedback on that or what your thoughts are on that. I know everyone's got deadline differences. I know, those things all play into everyone's decision on that, and when you can spare people to go to the training or to the meetings. So, we were just kind of trying to come up with some different options there to maybe allow some of our members to bring more people. Which with having two speakers, one could be aimed more at sales training, one could be aimed more at the editorial or the composition side of things. So, maybe it allows publishers to bring more than just their sales staff. And again, I don't know what that looks like for everyone's business model. So,
Yeah. So one of the things that in going back and forth with Kevin is that the private sessions, he could provide private sessions with the publishers, that he actually charges them $400. And there would be an opportunity if somebody wants to do a private session with him, he would do it with this, and we could have a value of providing it for half price while he's there. And take advantage of the opportunity to have him sitting right there with you. So that's,
And is
Are-
he charging, would he charge us the $400 for each private session?
I don't think so. I think the amount that he would be charging us for coming in for the session, he would be doing a session then on Saturday with us, a 90-minute session, and then he'd also do these private sessions. And I can definitely verify that with him
Yeah.
as to what he'd be doing. So I'll double check that.
And then it looks like the big savings is in food and beverage and the meeting room too, but
Right. Well, the
Is there-
idea is not to do a Friday night. Leave people do
Meal.
that on their own.
Yes, everyone's fends for themselves for Friday meal.
Hmm. Yeah. So that, and we would help people, choose some hotels close by. But the problem is that the Friday night is a huge expense. It's always been a huge expense. And by having it be that we would Friday night on your own, would be a way in which to save money for the association. If we were to add Friday night, we'd probably be looking at spending $150 a head, depending upon what we'd be having. We could do chicken for less. So
Could you do a cocktail? Like, I don't know, cocktail hour
yeah,
after?
well, they do have a bar area.
Bar.
They
We
have a
could do
bar, so
cocktail
maybe,
hour and
yeah.
yeah,
They have a pretty nice lobby area when you first walk in. There's a bar. There's I don't know how that's where the breakfast is served there as well. The continental breakfast and everything. So it's pretty nice. It's a nice seating area for people to
Mhm.
mingle and chat, and so
Right.
Could we get a
Well-
sponsor to sponsor the cocktail party and then everybody can go to dinner on their own?
Yeah,
that would be
Yeah.
neat.
absolutely. We can
And if
work
we go with
around
the
it.
Indigo, just so for planning purposes, where the Indigo is, I mean, both places are close to but right next door, right beside the Indigo Hotel is a restaurant there, and then there's multiple. There's a Panera. There's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of different places right across the
Mhm.
street. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I like the idea of saving money on that Friday meal.
Mhm.
So maybe if we could come up with, maybe we could get a sponsor for the cocktail hour and then people would be on their own for dinner, which is not a big deal. They could figure that out.
right.
yeah.
yeah, that's a good
Mhm.
idea, Colette.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. And usually we do like lean on our associate members to.
Elise, didn't you say something about Interlace would be interested in sponsoring
Oh,
the
sure, we
cocktail?
could do that. Not a problem. That's a good idea. There you go. It's already covered. For sure.
All right. Well, I like that we're saving money. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Do we, and what's the date on this?
It is April 9th and 10th.
So it's a Friday and
ironic-
Saturday.
Yep.
So ironically, she showed us several styles of rooms, and one is a VIP room. And ironically, rather than taking one of the smaller rooms, this VIP, and they also have an executive suite Two, the VIP room could serve as having our board meetings. So it's that, it's actually two sections, and it is large enough for us to get together for our board meetings. So yeah,
Okay.
we're doing every little thing to
Hey,
save
moving
money.
forward, that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I know
Any
that
questions about that?
Yeah, I guess the big thing would be like is the two speakers, is that something that people think would be worthwhile? And also, you know, are we going to have people coming to both of them that it makes it worthwhile too? Like, if we're splitting it up in sales training and composition training or something like that, I mean, we would want to have some people at both of them, right? So,
Right.
So Kevin on Friday would be doing some kind of graphics training?
Well, it would depend on whether we have enough of the publishers sign up for the private sessions.
mhm.
So he'd have that time frame to meet with them in those private sessions, and then Saturday he would do his presentation.
And what is he presenting on?
Well, he whatever we would want him to talk about, because he has a variety of things he does talk about. So
And my only thought is he's great with graphics. He's great with the redesign. I ponied up for the money to do a redesign
mhm.
last year, I guess. But when I've seen his like sales kind of seminars, I haven't really been crazy about them.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure that on Saturday, if we have a session with him on that, that it really would be sales. That's what Brian would be doing on
Yeah.
Friday.
So
I see it more management than anything. Coping with the changes. and
He's
things.
got a lot of different ideas. I know I haven't looked at his website lately, but maybe there's something we could find that would be good
Mhm.
for Saturday.
Right.
did we look at anybody? Did you guys have any other speaker suggestions?
Not offhand. Mhm.
Yeah. What about that guy that's in Red Bank, New Jersey, that Kenny, what's his
Broad Street.
Broad Street? What about him for
Okay.
something different?
He's pretty dynamic. What about AI? I mean, should we be looking at that again? I mean, it just seems like it's in our face constantly.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah, and it can be totally different in next year.
Well, and
Right.
Yeah.
Ryan can talk about AI, I believe. He's
Oh,
done
yeah.
things on,
Right.
He's keeping up with that.
Well,
That's for
wasn't
sure.
his last presentation at MACBA on AI?
Part
Didn't-
of it
Part,
was,
part of it
yeah.
but
was.
I
Yeah, it
feel as
was.
though so much is changing right now with it that it's going to look even totally different by next year.
It would be cool if we could get somebody that could talk about common common areas in your business that you could use AI. I mean, there's a sales arm, there's the editorial arm. I mean, there's probably making proposals. I mean, there's maybe, I don't know, maybe something that could affect your whole business, or if different
Right.
departments in your business, not just sales. I mean, I always love anything with sales, but
Mhm.
Right.
I don't know.
That's where AI agents are coming in right
Yeah,
now.
I struggle with that too, Colette. It's like,
Right. There's got to be ways that we should be using it, but we don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Translating it.
Well,
Mhm. Mhm.
Alice could do that, couldn't you, Alice?
Yeah, with what I'm learning with the AI agents right now.
I like that idea. You do know a lot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
'Cause
Alicia.
I know from what I see, Alice is doing a lot with her business, and
Yeah.
she certainly knows the publishers. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I vote for Alice doing that rather than not
I,
saying that we
I,
wouldn't
I like that.
compensate
She
her,
does
but
know our
rather than
business.
paying somebody else. You know.
Right. Right. Well, I can save you money. And at the same time, I do have a core of all sorts of AI specialists that are around me with the community that I'm part of, that, that
Mhm.
if I sense that it would make sense to bring somebody in to talk about how to set up your business so that it's 24/7 working for you with having an AI receptionist and things of that nature. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
And then the other thing that you were helpful with me, which we need to meet again, is the Google Analytics. That's another area
Yep.
that it's really important for us, but I just struggle. I can
Mhm.
get the basics, but maybe there's another way that you can say these are the top reports you want to see in
Right,
Google
like we
Analytics.
did. Yeah, these are, stick with that. Um, the landing pages, learning from where people are clicking through is big. It's
Right.
big with that. So, is it food for
And then,
thought
I
on?
mean, it may be something as simple as what's the difference between a unique visitor and a visitor, or
Yeah.
web events versus, somebody asked me, well, how many views is my summer camp guide getting? And I'm like digging around. I'm like, well, there's this number and then there's this number. I don't know which number it is.
Well,
Yeah.
we talked about Google themselves
Yeah.
Mhm.
as
Oh yeah.
a possible
Right.
Is would
trainer.
Paris
I have
know
to
somebody, or
find that
Ron?
link that I sent you guys where you can basically ask Google to provide trainings, and whether they do it in person or virtual, I'm not sure, but
Mhm.
they will provide trainings on
Yeah.
a multitude of subjects. And I do know that Google Ad Manager, Google Analytics, is part of their
Right.
instruction set.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, ironically, I have a client that we had just set up. Ooh, paperwork is falling all over the place here. That had just set up a Google Ads account. And I came across, I was watching a webinar where they were talking about AI Max and P Max. And it was sort of like, these are the new features. And I got an AI rep to come on, an expert to come on, because I really want to get this one client's Google Ads really working well for him. And he talked about this AI Max, and all of a sudden, something that like I I say, keep the budget small. But one of the things that really impressed me is that this AI Max they're not charging for it. It is part of every campaign that is done with Google Ads. PMax is different. Performance Max, it's called, is different. But this AI Max is one that if a person does, like for this, it was a painter. So he does exterior and interior painting. And the how he explained it is that I might have exterior painting near me there. And he said that what the AI Max will do is if it sees that people are clicking through on that certain keyword, it'll go, okay, that's a hot word for them. I'm going to look for other ones that are close enough that will give them even more traction. And it helps to increase the keywords, the searching of the keywords without having to sort of add too many keywords that may be a waste of space. So it finds those and then utilizes that. So it's very interesting what it's doing. So
I
the
I
new
don't mean to
feature of it.
interrupt you.
Yeah, you're heading off.
Yeah, I got to get going. Sorry for cutting it short, guys. I have an appointment I have to get to, but yeah, just let me know if you have
Yep.
any questions or anything.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Terry.
Okay.
See you, everyone.
Thanks,
Sounds
Terry.
good.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Okay.
You too.
All right.
Well, I think, I mean, you know, I feel like I always come down on the wrong side of Kevin Slimp. I think he's great with a lot of things.
Hmm.
Um,
I kind of agree. Maybe we should be looking at more something with the Google Analytics,
Yeah.
the AI.
I think
Even
Mhm.
January, spring, that programmatic, we've started to sell more of that. That's been kind
Right.
of interesting.
Right.
yeah.
And it can come down to that even on Saturday, a lot of times the best speakers are sitting right among us. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So that it can also be me starting the conversation, and we might find that there are members around us that are even doing even more with it,
Cool.
so, but they don't want to, they're willing to share when they're in those situations. Like, I loved it when we did the fishbowl and people just put their thoughts in it and we pulled it out, took about 15 minutes and talked about different topics. I feel those can be even
Yeah.
more beneficial because then you're peer to peer. So,
Yeah.
okay.
And I know we've had Jim Kennedy on before with Google Analytics, but that is kind of his thing too.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Mm.
he'll be there. He'll be there, that's for sure. And if we make it that he can be part of that too. So, okay. All right.
All right.
So I think we found a place that's gonna
Good.
be more
That's great.
affordable. So,
Anything else for conference?
no, how do you all feel about Friday? So that Jen with Savings Guide, that was one of her pushbacks. She doesn't want to have her salespeople have to come out on a Saturday. Are you good with us switching around sales on Friday and management on Saturday?
What time would it start?
Sales, I'm thinking we could start it at 10 or, like we have breakfast figured in, but if people we wouldn't need, we could do a simple breakfast for those who are there, or we could do the continental breakfast scenario with the hotel.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
what do you think?
um, I think I could probably work it to get salespeople there on Friday.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Good. Okay. We're gonna try it only because, oh, I see a T's missing. Bothers me here. Sorry. Being anal. All right. Uh, so we'll go with working forward with this. As we get information from the Indigo, we'll definitely share it with all of you so that you can see how it's playing out for us. And I feel Ryan is going to bring new ideas only because he is very open to AI. So I think it will be very beneficial there. He
Mhm.
wants to do a workshop type of scenario with it. So we would have that. If you're sensing, we would need to know about Kevin. But it sounds as though you would rather, and that makes sense to kind of stay up on AI and Google Analytics and
Yeah,
Google.
that's what I think.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's good. Saves us money. We'd
We
be
like
looking at this instead of.
All right, membership. We don't. Ruth and
Paris is not here and Ruth isn't, so,
Okay.
and I don't know that there was anything new.
Okay.
Mhm.
Digital committee.
Well, we have set up a webinar, whatever, a meeting, I think on, is it Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And we have,
to talk about AI generated ads.
we've got 11 people signed up.
Am I
Wow.
missing these emails? I mean, maybe it came in over the last week. I don't.
One came in
didn't-
today.
It came in today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'll double
okay.
check and make sure.
Make
I
sure,
haven't. I will.
because
I
I've
did
been
not
checking.
get one today. I got one. I had already signed up though.
Oh, did you sign up though?
Yes.
Okay, so how it works is this went out to the people who didn't respond.
Okay.
So I'm not signed up.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm
this
pretty
came
sure
up.
I'm not signed up. Will you make sure that I get
Mhm.
I get that
I will.
email today and I'll sign up?
Okay.
This was came up from Stephanie. I don't know what is her publication?
It's
Web
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 Weekly.
Weekly.
Mm-hmm.
And about somebody, an advertiser had sent in an AI generated ad. And I, at the same time, I said, oh, that's a good question. And I asked my art department if we had ever gotten an AI generated ad given to us by a customer. And it just happened that that week we had gotten one. And it was not a very good ad, and it was on the front page of the paper.
Ooh.
So
Mhm.
I think it's a good thing to talk about and maybe have some kind of policy about it. We had to resize that ad and we should probably
Yeah.
have charged for that.
Hmm.
We talked about maybe using some kind of software to scan an ad if you think that it's generated by AI,
Mhm.
just because, I mean, it's not that it's all bad, but
Right.
there are some things too, when I looked up some information about it, what if someone sent you a fake celebrity endorsing a product? You
Yeah,
know,
that's
Correct.
right.
there's got to be some kind of disclosure, then transparency that that's an AI,
Mm-hmm.
generated ad. So,
Right. Right.
Margaret, we got a ad that was submitted to us by a client just last week since we talked, and
Mhm.
there it was what alerted us to that it was AI generated. There was a lot of misspelled words in the ad, you
yeah.
know,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and so we rejected it and sent it back, and
Mhm.
you know, so if nothing else, this can serve to cause all of us to be a little bit more diligent about what we're getting, and
Yeah.
before we publish it. And Alice, I'm not going to be able to be on that meeting on Monday
Yeah.
because I have an appointment that I can't change. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I will be recording it and then get it
Yeah, and
out.
that's the only reason why I have an RSVP
Mm-hmm.
signed up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really more of a discussion, right? I think,
It is.
and
It is.
maybe some suggestions of what kinds of software you might want to run an
Right.
ad through if you think. I mean, the salesperson, my salesperson didn't know it, the
Mm-hmm.
advertiser didn't tell them. And on the so it was a one night event they were promoting, right? And
Right.
it was very repetitive, and In the middle of the ad, it says night one. Well, it's not night one because there's no night two. It was a one night event, and that should have been the flag.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean, it had already gone to the printer too, but
It's like a new version of what we used to call, remember when desktop publishing became available to everybody? We used to call it desktop punishment because these people would send in their ads and they were horrible. They weren't designers, and
Mhm.
now we have a whole new phase of
Yes,
AI
Yeah.
ads.
yes. The other thing too, I had a gentleman come in the other day and wanted me to print off two flyers. And I said, where did you get these pictures? Because we have a sign here that says we do not print, publish, or not print, but copy any copyrighted
Photos, right?
items. Right. And he said, I got it from GPT, and he said, so it should be okay. And I said, no. I said, it's not okay, because now what's happening with ChatGPT, it is showing you suggestions for things that are graphic, and those items are copyrighted. And I said to him, I want to show you what I mean. So I took his phone and I went in and I said, show me give me the source for this picture. It showed me the picture and it showed me the source. I said, did you call them and ask them if you could make a copy of this picture? And he said, no, I didn't. I said, then I can't print it. I can't copy it.
Okay,
So,
there's another use of AI that we need to learn about, like
well,
how to handle.
right,
Wow.
right. Yeah. And I said to him, the only way you can create something from those is to use them as a reference. So I said to him, I will do a prompt for you that will give you the right to use the pictures combined. So I went, I like this picture and this picture together create something for me. That is his picture then. And he was happier than the two pictures he had. So that one did
Add that to your AI presentation, Elise.
okay, I will. But that needs to be said now, because
Yeah,
people are going to get themselves into trouble right
yeah.
now with it. Yeah. Yeah. So,
so anyway,
right.
that came up from one of our
One of our-
publishers,
yeah.
and so I think it should be an interesting
Yeah.
discussion on Monday, and just sort of an awareness thing too.
Right. Right.
That's
And I
pretty much
even
it.
said, yeah, and I even said to Ryan that he has to be careful in saying that it's okay to use the spec ads. Because again, if they're using some copyright or just pulling copyright from it, from chat because it came up, they need to know they can't. So,
Interesting. See, all these things that
mhm,
I can't even think about. It's like, oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Maybe I need to retire. All right, Margaret, thanks. Is there anything else?
I don't
Ron?
think so. Ron, did you have anything to add or?
No, not necessarily about that, but I do have something, when we get to good of the order, so.
Okay. So Facebook, because we talked about it a little bit, what we have done, and maybe it's because of not having Aaron work on the posts and I was working on the posts, I'm like, MacPut does not need to be a business page as much as it needs to be a group. So I sent the link, I included the link in the agenda. And if you guys could join the Facebook group, that would be absolutely wonderful. Um, we're going to go back my idea of it is to do some looking in the past scenarios where we bring up old conference pictures and people can start to talk about those kinds of things wouldn't make sense to the public. You know, and MacNet, I have a new designer for our social media, and she's getting it. She's, you know, she's learning, and she really is getting what the ad should look like for that. So
It looks like you already joined me.
you may have. Well, I will say this, this is an old Facebook group that was actually created in 2020. So I updated, and yeah, if you're a part
Okay.
of it, yay.
There's 15 members.
Yes. So there were members, I did have to take out several who had passed away. Like Doug Fabian was part of it, and Bob Christian
I see
was,
Carrie Musselman is on there.
okay, yeah. So I'll, you know, there might be a few other ones to remove. If you see anybody on there, let me know.
There's somebody that works at Engel Publishing, Greg March. He probably needs to
Yep,
go.
Greg's still there.
Oh, Greg's still there. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking Cap, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, so I tried my best to clean that all up. So
Okay.
if you see anything that needs to be done, let me know. I did change what it was called before it because it didn't really match where we're going want to go with it. So I did change the name of the group. So okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for digital?
Nope.
Okay, thank you. Elise, Executive Director's Report.
We have been working on, like I was saying about the new training for the new individual. We have the activity all set up for the session on Monday, and that's a lunch and learn, so bring your lunch with you. And looking forward to that.
Can I bring my breakfast? I'll be in Oregon. It'll only be 9
You can
o'clock.
bring your
Uh,
breakfast. Well, then we should have called it a BOYB. So
that event is what, noon on Monday?
yes, noon.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll sign up for that.
All right. And I just sent you the link.
Okay, thank you.
Um, I'm kind of getting back to norm. I will say it was a little bit weird in April, but May, with having found Maddie, she's helping to a tremendous asset. Let's just say that.
Good.
Yeah, for sure.
Old business? Strategic planning, see second page.
Yeah. So I did add, I saw that May wasn't added. So I have May and June on there as far as what was part of strategic planning. So if anything needs to, like, I'm not finding my page. There we go. Well,
I almost feel like we need more time to
yeah.
spend specifically on that because here we are almost, an hour and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think more than anything, it's do we see any new any gaps or anything new? Like one of the things I feel we will want to add for June is what's coming up with Rebuild Local News. Because of the fact that there are going to be opportunities for Pennsylvania. Can I jump forward to that?
Mhm.
Okay. So I had a meeting with Dean Filler from Rebuild Local News, and he is, we are going to actually have a coordinator for Pennsylvania from the organization that's going to help us to kind of help prepare us on how each publisher can move forward to help with journalism employment incentives, small business tax credits for advertising, and other local journalism support efforts that are already in place, but not truly of interest for our group. You know, I said to Dean, Ruth is sort of my litmus test when anything comes down the pike for Rebuild Local News. She I kind of lean on her for her because of how strong they are with journalism with it. And I feel like the small business tax credit is going to be beneficial for all our members because it's about the advertising and promotions. And the journalism employment incentive is a great way for the opportunities for our members who may want to add a journalist as part of their team. So I think it will be, I can't wait in a sense to get to hear what this coordinator has to say and how Rebuild Local News can help us. Because if I would hate to have to employ somebody once again to for this. So, but it could be really beneficial for our members. And Maryland, they're using Maryland as an example for what has taken place with having in the case of we just came off of the election, the voting, and I received so many flyers in my mailbox locally that I thought to myself, did you do any advertising in any local publication?
Mm.
So it
Alice,
just really
and
annoyed me.
speaking of Maryland, the governor vetoed that bill.
You are kidding me.
No, he vetoed it maybe 2 days ago, and
Oh
Oh,
no.
yeah, so so that bill is dead, but they're going to go back to
oh,
the table and try to work it out.
yeah.
Um,
Wow.
Oh, that is so
he
strong.
had his reasoning and his arguments, and none of which made sense. But yeah, it was vetoed.
Wow, that's a shame.
That is like a slap. That's just terrible for small
Wow.
business. Really.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mm. Oh, I can't wait
Well,
to
that's
hear what Rebuild
disappointing.
look. Yes, very much so. So
I'll actually send you the information on from his perspective why he vetoed it. Like I said, none of it makes sense. So
I believe that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd like to see that, Ron.
yeah, yeah. And then for Ohio, I looked at where we're really strong in membership. And one of the things is Ohio currently lacks a strong coalition.
Mm.
And I think, he was happy I said mentioned about Ohio because they'd love the opportunity to get something started in Ohio. So I feel like it wouldn't be a bad thing for us to get our Ohio team of publishers together to um, see where we can go with it. So,
Yeah, we would be happy to get involved.
mhm.
Mark knows, well, Marcy's not our congressman anymore or congresswoman anymore because of the gerrymandering, but we know her pretty well, Marcy Captor. And so if there's anything that we can help with, we'd be
Yeah,
happy to get involved.
yeah, yeah. So I got Ohio, I got the word Ohio on his, or the state on his, radar. So just so you know.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's great.
so we'll wait to hear from, I'm not sure what the woman's name is for our group, for Pennsylvania, but we'll wait to hear from her and then, what we should do. Okay?
Any new business?
Not that I'm aware of. Nope.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
But wait a minute, before we adjourn,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got something. This is for the good of the order, right?
Okay.
So you guys know that the Washington Informer does 2 spelling bees every year, right?
Yes, yes,
And,
yes.
and maybe you know, maybe you don't know, tonight is the finals of the National Spelling Bee.
Yes,
So
it is. I've been
of our
watching.
2 spelling bees, we have, in Prince George's County and in DC, we send a speller to the finals. All right. One of our spellers from this year is in the finals tonight.
Woohoo!
Wow. Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only
Yes.
9 finalists. He was one of the 9. It's a kid. His name is Zway Spacetime, believe it or not. He's homeschooled. I believe he's a little autistic, but that's okay, But we're hoping that he wins. So I just want to.
Wow.
Hey,
That
That's
is
very
two.
cool.
I was watching it the other day, yesterday. I was watching it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And if he wins, that'll be huge for us. So.
Yes, yes. That
Oh,
is
that's
very
very
cool.
cool.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
How long have you had the spelling bees?
We and the one in DC, we just finished our 44th year.
Wow,
And the one in Prince George's County, we just finished our 12th year. So
wow. And he's from which one? Prince,
excuse me.
where is
He's
he
from the
from?
Prince George's County. Actually, he
Mhm.
won the DCB last year. Then his family moved to Prince George's County, and he still had a year of eligibility left. And so then he won the Prince George's County B. And his sister actually won the National B 3 years ago. So we're hoping that he follows.
That's great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's great.
Yes, yes. So will they
So
recognize you?
hopefully
Oh,
Oh, oh,
froze up.
people will be paying attention when they say Zway Spacetime from the Washington Informer.
yes,
There you
yes.
go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool. Very good. That's really cool. Allie, you have been quiet.
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Are you doing okay, Allie?
Yeah, we're doing good. Just trying to truck along with the economy. It's really up here. The weather hasn't been very nice to us, so that's
oh,
definitely hurt our advertising dollars, and the gas
Right.
prices are not helping either.
Mhm.
no, no, no.
Yeah. Well, your season should start soon. It looks like the weather's starting to finally get nice.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
A
I'll
second.
second.
All in favor?
I